Very good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Sanjeev Punia, and in today's lecture, we will discuss about scan conversion with circles. In last lecture, we discussed about scan conversion and we discussed the scan conversion for the line also. When we start the scan conversion, I told you that we will perform scan conversion on three objects, that is on line, circle and ellipse. In last lecture, we discussed about the scan conversion on lines, and there are two ways for that. First one is DDA and second one is Bresenham's. Second one is Bresenham's. Sorry, this is DDA and second one is Bresenham's. So now we will discuss about the circle one, that is scan conversion in case of circles. In case of circles. So when we are discussing scan conversion with circles, then there are also two cases in that. One is scan conversion using Bresenham's algo, and second one is using midpoint. So these two are both are important. So first we will see that how we can find out the different points in case of a circle. So scan conversion in a circle. Let us try to understand that what happens in a circle and what's the different forms of a circle. When we are saying that a circle is at location or at center 0, 0, when there is a circle with center at 0, 0 and the radius of that is r. So generally the equation of the circle is x square plus y square plus y square equals to r square. This is the general equation of a circle where x and y are any coordinate, any point on the circle. Suppose this is x and y. We can write this in the polar form also. What is polar form? See, suppose I took this point on a circle. Everywhere the radius is r. We know about it. So the radius, this is r. This radius is r, and suppose this is an angle theta. Suppose this is an angle theta. So when I am trying to find out the distance of this from origin to x-axis and distance from origin on y-axis, then by Pythagoras theorem, this is x cos theta, this is x cos theta, and this is x cos, sorry, r. This is r is the radius. So this is r cos theta and this is r sin theta. Suppose this is a point. So we can write this point P in the form of x coordinate, because this is the length is r cos theta, this is r cos theta, and this is r sin theta. So we can write in this form also that x is equals to r cos theta. X in this on x-axis means x, this is r cos theta, and on y-axis this is r sin theta. So we can write any circle equation in polar form, means where we have to use the angle as well as the radius of a circle. Suppose theta is equals to 0 degree. Suppose theta is equals to 0 degree, and we know that in circle the complete angle means this is a circle. So the complete angle it can be 0 to 60 degree, 0 to 360 degree. So what we can do, we will start from here. We will increase theta by plus 1. We will increase theta by plus 1. We will try to find out the next value. Again, we will try to, you can see from here that everyone, we are increasing the value of theta by 1 degree and trying to find out the value of next position pixel. But what's the problem is this? To find a complete circle from 0 to 360, to find a circle from 0 to 360 is very difficult task. So the processing becomes very slow. So there is one concept came into the mind that we can divide this circle into different parts. This is called eightfold symmetry. Eightfold symmetry. What happens if if I am going to divide this circle in four different parts? In this one, first coordinate, in second coordinate, in third one, in third quadrant, and in fourth quadrant. There are four quadrants. Suppose I am taking a value. Suppose I am taking a value, this one. Suppose I am taking a value x and y. X and, okay, we are taking p and q because x and y are taken here earlier. Suppose the values of a coordinate is p and q in this quadrant, means this is p, means this is p on x axis, this is p on y axis, this is q on y axis, this is q. So from the symmetry, we can find out that the values in this quadrant are positive. This is also positive, this is negative, and this is also negative. Means all the values, all the x and y values are positive in this case. The value of x as well as y will be positive. The value of x, let me take the pen. The value of x is positive, value of y is also positive. So positive and positive. In this, in second quadrant, when I'm mapping this value, so this value will be somewhere here. This value will be somewhere here. What's the difference between these two? The magnitude will be the same. Only this coordinates changes from plus x to minus x only. This coordinate, only x is going to be changed from positive to negative. Otherwise, y is also same. So when I will try to find out the coordinate of this, then this will be minus p and q, minus p and q. So if I know the coordinate of in first quadrant, then I can find out the coordinate in second quadrant also. Same when I am rotating this on x-axis, then this point will map over here. This point is map over here. So we can check from here that the value of x is negative and the value of y. Now the value of y, instead of positive, this is negative. So we can find out the value that minus p and minus q. Minus p and minus q. These are the reflection of the point, and when I want to try to find out in the fourth quadrant, then reflection of this is this one. Suppose this is the point and the value of this will be in x coordinate, this is positive, so this is plus p, and when I am seeing the y coordinate, so y coordinate are below the axis, so this is minus q. So I want to tell you over here that when we know the value of a coordinate in one quadrant, then we can map the values, or we can find out the values of that point in another quadrant also. This is the beauty of a circle, that there is the mapping of a point in all the quadrant will be same, only the values of the coordinates, that is either x coordinate or y coordinate, is going to be changed. So in small, suppose I have this point, then I can find out this point also, I can find this point also, I can find this point also. Means there is no need to calculate the values of all the coordinates. What I will do, I will check I will find the coordinates of the circle in this quadrant only, or in first quadrant only. Then I will map those points to other quadrants also. Now, one more thing. If I will am seeing this, then wait a minute. Okay. If I am dividing this, now forget about this one, forget about third quadrant, forget about the fourth quadrant. We are talking about the first quadrant only. Now, if I divide this between equal parts, or when R is at 45 degrees, means M is equals to 1 over here. The line that join from origin at this point, that is at 45 degree. So what I am trying to do, that suppose if I have a point over here, if I have a point over here, suppose this is a point P and Q. So suppose this is a point P and Q. Point P and Q means on x coordinate, the value is P, and on y coordinate the value is Q. So for this is P, and this is Q. Now, if I want to reflect this also, from this point to this point, or I can say that suppose I am folding this from, suppose this is a paper and I am trying to fold from this point to this point, means I will take this point and I will put this point over here. So when I will fold, the fold will be like this. So this is the same thing I am doing over here, that I am dividing this means I am folding this. So the point here also, the reflection of this point will be here. The reflection of this point will be here. And now the values will be Q and Q and P. Means both the values will be reverse. When we are going to, let me take an example now. Suppose this is a point whose coordinates are 5 and 3. 5 and 3. The radius is, for an example 7, means radius is 7. So this is G, this is 7 plus G, 7 and 0. The coordinate of this is 7 and 0. And the coordinate of this point is, 0 and 7. 0 and 7. So when I am going to reflect this point, then it will be at the same distance from here to here. It will be same distance from here to here. So the point will be here. The point will be here. So now the values will be, in x direction, the value will be 3, and in y direction, value will be 5 at this time. So one more thing, that we can divide this also. We can divide one quadrant also in two parts. So this is the first part of first quadrant. This is the second part. This is the first part of first quadrant, and this is the second part of second quadrant. So it's more easy for me that what I will do, I will try to find out the value of the pixels only in one octet, This is the reason that we are dividing this complete in 8 octet. This is octet 1, 2, 3, 4. So the reason is that we have to find out the value in one octet only, either in this one, and this one. But we are going to find out in this, because it's easy for us to calculate the values, those are positive. So we will try to find out the values, and till where we have to find out the values. I have to find out the values till x is equals to y. Till x is equals to y, because at this point, at the center of the when this is at 45 degree, so at center the value, both the values will be equal. This value as well as this value will be equal. So value of x and y becomes equal. So this was about the octet, that how we can find out the values of a circle. Means we have to find out the values only in a quadrant, in half of the quadrant. So we discussed this circle quotation product. So from here we know that this is the equation of a circle. This is the equation of a circle. X and y are any 2 points x and y. Suppose this is the point x and this is the point y, and radius is r. Radius is r. So x square plus y square equals to r square. This is the equation of a circle, as well as this is the equation of the Pythagoras also. From this, if I want to find out the values of this point, value of this point in the form of x only. So in this direction, it's x, no need to change the value. But in case of y, I have to change the value from y to, or I have to write the value in terms of x. So from here, if I am going to find out the value of y in terms of x, then this is y square equals to r square minus x square. And when we have to find out the value of y, then I have to take the square root. So this is the value I have wrote in form of x and y pixels only by replacing the value of y in terms of x. We will try to use this and try to find out the values of y in terms of x when we will try to draw the circle. So by deciding the x values, we can decide y values, or by taking the y values in consideration, we can find out the value of x, as we discussed in case of line. Means there is no need to draw all the pixels. So this is the thing we discussed. Okay. Now we have to decide that a point is outside the circle or inside the circle. If a point is outside the circle or point is inside the circle. Suppose the point is here. This is a point A. Point A is this. This is a point B. This is a point B. So we have to find out that this point is outside or inside. So what I will do, I will try to find out the distance from the origin. I will try to find out the distance of these points from the origin, and I will compare. Then I will compare this distance with r. I know the value of r, the radius of this. So the value of the function is like this, that x2 plus y square, this is not x2, this should be x square. So this is x square plus y square minus r square. This comes from here, that r is x square plus y square equals to r square. This is the equation of a circle equals to r square. So they write that this is a function of x and y in such a way that x square plus y square minus r square. Then we will bring this term in the left hand side. So f circle is a function of x and y. If the value, as I told you, if this is less than r, means this is inside the boundary. If this is greater than r, means outside the boundary. and if the value of this is equals to r, then it's belong on the boundary of a circle. So this is the way by which we can decide that a point is outside the circle, inside the circle, or at the circle. So as I told you that there are two arrows for Bresenham's, and second one is midpoint. So let's start with the Bresenham's circle algo. As we discussed in DDA, that in Bresenham circle algo, we have to find out the distance of the pixel with the line that it's close to which pixel. It's close to lower pixel or it is close to upper one pixel. Suppose this is the line of a circle. Let me change the color. Suppose this is the line of the pixel, or I got the value over here, then we have to decide that we have to select this pixel or we have to select this pixel, because in the case of digital one it happens, we have to approximate the value or we have to convert the values in integer. So what we will do, same as in the Bresenham's, we will try to find out the difference between these two. We will try to find out the difference between these two. So suppose this is DSI, means distance on upper side. This is distance on lower side. We calculate this one. Now we have to find out the next pixel. So to find out the next pixel, we have to decide that this pixel will be glow or this pixel will be glow. So we will try to find out the difference between this one and upper one and lower one. So we have to choose P2 or P1. Yes. Let's come on next slide. So same thing, whatever we are doing over there, that DSI, distance of P3 from circle, distance of P3 from circle, this is P3, this is P3, and this is the point of circle. So this is DSI, this is DSI. Now DTI, distance of P2 from circle. You can see over here, DTI means distance of P2 from circle. Now what we will do? We will put these values. We will put these values in the equation of a circle. Xi plus 1 square plus yi. And this is the decision parameter. Means we have to find out that the value of these are below, means inside the circle or outside the circle. So what we will try to do over here, we will try to find out the coordinate. We will try to find out the coordinate. What I will do, suppose this is my coordinate system, x and y. I will try to find out the coordinate from y-axis to here. I will try to find out the, let me change color once more. This is the coordinate system. This is 45 degree. I will try to find out the points from here to here. As the radius of this circle is r, so this is 0, 0. The origin is at 0, 0. This is the radius, so this will be 0 and r. This will be 0 and r. So this is the reason that f0 is equals to 0 means I am considering this point first. I am considering this point first. So P0 equals to 1 square means the value of x. After highlighting this point or after selecting this point, I have to choose the next one. So to choose the next one, I have to increase the value of x by 1. I have to increase the value of x by 1. Initially value of x was 0. So now I will go the coordinate x is equals to 1 and I will try to find out the value of y over here. So put the value of x over here. So this is 1 plus r square because the value of y is r. Value of y is r minus r square plus this is the next pixel. Next lower pixel. So this is 3 minus 2r. When we are solving this, this is 3 minus 2r means this is the decision parameter. This is the decision parameter. If pi is less than 0, then we have to select the same pixel. If this is greater than or equals to 0, then we have to take the next pixel. But keep in mind, in circle, let me draw once more. In circle, the value of x coordinate is increasing, but the value of y coordinate is going to decrease. So we will not take yk or yk plus 1 means now we will not have to select from yk or yk plus 1 means we have to select from yk and yk minus 1 means lower pixel than that. So this is when pi means this 3 minus 2r. 3 minus 2r is less than 0, then the point will be, the next pixel will be at yi, and when the value of decision parameter is greater than or equals to 0, then next point will be minus 1. So let's summarize this, that first of all we have to find out the value of pi, and the value of pi is 3 minus 2r. So put the value of r over here. Try to find out the value of this is positive or negative. If this value is negative, then we have to select the yk. If this value is greater than or equals to 0, then we have to select yk minus 1. When we will see an example, then it will be more clear to us. So don't worry at this time if you are little bit confused about it. Let us try to do this question. Here we have to draw the circle, and from here you will more came to know about it, that how we can reflect the point in this quadrant, in this octet to this octet. means how these 2 points are same, or how we can find out the values of coordinates in this quadrant when we know the values of coordinate in this quadrant. So we have to find out the diagram for a circle whose equation is x square plus y square equals to 100 equals to 100. There is a question like this in the exam. So this is in the form of x square plus y square equals to r square. So when this is r square means this is 10 square. So means r is equals to 10. So from here we can find that r is equals to 10. We find the value of P0 by putting the values of r in this. So this is 3 minus 2r, that is 3 minus 2 into 10. 2 into 10. So this is 3 minus 10 into 2, 20. 3 minus 20 means minus 13. Minus 13. Sorry, minus 17. So first point will be this is 0 and this is r. This is r. So we draw the first point. No problem in that. Now we have to try to find out the coordinates of next pixel. So we have to see the decision parameter, that is value of this. The value of this is minus 17, means this is less than 0. This is less than 0. If we will go in the last slide, we will check from here that when the pi is less than 0, then yi plus 1 equals to yi. Means it will be on the same level. It will be on the same level. So you can check from here that this one is the first pixel we draw, and the next pixel means value of f increase once, 1 from 0 to 1, and because this is less than 0, so we have to choose yk plus 1 equals to yk. Yk plus 1 equals to yk, and yk equals to 10. This was in case of 1, in case of 0 and this. Now we will select the next pixel. So here the value is 1. Here the value is 1. So when we are going to select the x coordinate by 1 plus 1, then we have to find out the position of y coordinate. You can see from here at this 3 and 0. This is 3 and this is 0. So when we find out the value, positive value, that is 13, means 13 is more than 0. So we have to draw the yk minus 1, and yk is 10. Yk is 10 at this position. You can see from here, this is 10. So 10 minus 1 means we have to draw this pixel. So it happens in the case of Bresenham's circle algorithm.